What happens when the feral predator from Prey goes up against the Berserker Super Predator from Predators? Who is the superior Yautja subspecies? In the red corner we have Feral. He is a predator of a different species from a different hemisphere of Yautja Prime. He hunted Naru and the other Comanches in the early 1700s and differs from classic predators with a more savage persona and a different head and facial structure. He wears a unique type of biomask made from the hollowed out skull of an alien creature and has almost no armour, but is one of the most resilient Yautja ever seen on screen, surviving a fight with a bear and being shot in the head. His weapons and equipment include a biomask, cloaking device, wrist blades, shield, separable combi stick, cut clamps, bombs, netball, and his main weapon, a guided ammunition firing bolt gun. Strengths. Feral is physically strong even for a Yautja and took lots of damage and kept coming back. He had access to a variety of weapons and technology and was highly agile due to having no body armour. Weaknesses. Feral would at times tend to rely on his brute strength rather than stealth to overwhelm his opponents, but this isn't always enough, and he was ultimately outsmarted and defeated by a warrior much smaller and weaker than him. Being from hundreds of years ago, his weapons are less advanced, and his lack of armour leaves him open to taking damage. And in the blue corner we have Berserker, an individual from the Super Predator species who were in a clan war with the classic predators. In the year 2010, he abducted Royce and several others and dropped them on the game preserve planet to track down and hunt. He is a different species to both the feral and classic predators. These are called super predators. They are characterised by their longer heads and larger mandibles with swept back dreadlocks. Berserker wears light armour and a biomask with a jawbone attached. He was the leader of his own clan with two other hunters, Tracker and Falconer, and defeated a classic Yautja in a fight. Berserker's weapons and equipment consist of a biomask, cloaking device, elongated wrist blade, traps, and for his main weapon, a rotary barrel plasma caster with a high rate of fire. Strengths. Berserker was also very strong and tough, demonstrated when he survived a grenade trap set for him. He is equipped with advanced modern weaponry and wears protective armour. He is more stealthy than his opponent here and seemed to possess higher intelligence too. Being a clan leader, he is undoubtedly a highly experienced warrior. Weaknesses. While his weapons are more advanced than Feral's, he has less of them, giving him fewer options. The feral predator awakes to the sound of rushing air. He sees clouds and open sky as he hurtles towards the ground. With a few hundred feet left, a chute opens and he drifts to the ground. The last thing he remembers is that he was hunting on Earth, then a bright light and he wakes up falling towards this place, a lush green jungle different to his home on Yautja Prime, which was a desert. This place looks more like the planet he was hunting on before he lost consciousness. He checks himself over, no injuries, and he still has his weapons on him. He begins to explore the environment. What is this place and who brought him here? He takes a few steps and snap, a trap activates and it snares his ankle. In front of him decloaks another Yautja. It clicks and growls at him, but in a different language. It is not like him, but from a different place on Yautja Prime. It is clear that this other predator is hunting him. Berserker spins up his plasma caster ready to fire, but Feral frees himself and dashes into the trees. Berserker follows looking for him when Feral appears and strikes a blow across his face. The super predator recovers and extends a huge singular blade from his gauntlet and raises it in a fighting stance. Feral draws his double blades as well. Berserker thrusts his wrist blade at Feral, but he opens his shield and blocks the attack, following it up with a slash from his wrist blades, but he lacks the reach of his opponent and misses. He switches to his combi stick and separates one half of it. Berserker slashes again and Feral swings back. Both weapons meet mid-air in a blade lock. Berserker sweeps Feral's feet and he falls. He follows with a stab, but Feral rolls out of the way and jumps back to his feet. Berserker stabs again, but Feral counters and throws him off his feet. With a bit more distance between them now, Berserker fires his plasma caster again. Feral raises his shield and the shot destroys it but doesn't hit him. Feral retreats into the jungle again. This Super Predator's plasma caster is too powerful to deal with head on. Berserker begins searching for him in the bushes, but Feral is in a tree above and spots him first. He grabs his bolt gun and aims at Berserker, and fires a shot and it hits him. Berserker fires his wrist blade back at Feral and it hits him, knocking him out of the tree and down onto the ground. Berserker spins up his plasma caster again, about to fire, and Feral grabs and throws a cut clamp. At the same time, the plasma shot hits Feral, exploding his head, killing him, and the cut clamp wraps around Berserker's neck, cutting off his head and killing him as well. The fight ends in a draw. So it looks like this one ended in a draw, with both predators each killing the other. I thought both Yautja were fairly even in a melee fight, and Berserker did have his powerful plasma caster, but the feral predator, while he had less advanced weapons, he had more of them and better defense with his shield, so I thought the two would be evenly matched. If you want to watch more versus battles with these two predators, then check out one of these videos here, or if you're interested in my theory video about whether or not Feral was a super predator, then I'll have that here. Remember to like this video, and I'll see you again next time.